Me and the missus thought long and hard about what to do with old mum. For some time now it's been really tough. And it certainly ain't no fun. We were doing our best, but we couldn't cope. And sometimes our tempers frayed. We were kidding ourselves and we were doing all right. But that weren't the case, I'm afraid. So we come to a major decision that we'd look into going in care. Everyone said it's the best all round. She'll be well looked after in there. Well, having decided that that was the route along which we needed to travel, we looked for some help. But who do we ask? Or the jargon to help us unravel? We spoke to some very nice people who said they would put things in hand. But first we need to do some checks. Just procedure, you must understand. We'll start with a needs assessment and a risk assessment too. And whilst we're doing assessments, we'll see if you have any money. That's a financial assessment to you. Well, having got that little lot out of the way, it didn't do either for good. What with the various ways to pay, we never knew where we stood. Will it be self-funded or funded by the NHS? Will the local authority fund it? Maybe no, or maybe yes. Now let's not forget the means test, the upper and lower threshold. Who put the fun in funding? I ask, if I may be so bold. And just as we thought we'd cracked it and were finally getting somewhere, we were hit by some more of that jargon. And this lot was all about care. Attendance allowance, they asked us. Is mum getting any of that? Maybe DLA or continuing health care? They all got thrown into the hat. And now then, up comes the biggie. And this made me feel quite a louse, because the questions they asked were all around the fact that old mum owned her house. Tenants in common, property disregard, deferred loan and evaluation. Well, it's all Greek to me, and I just couldn't see the answer to this mad equation. Then along comes pension credit, and saving credits too. And what on earth is tariff income? I asked till my face turned blue. Personal expense allowance, they said during one little chat. And local authority discretion. Now what can you make of that? There's dozens of these little jargon terms. Every day there's a new one to learn. And I'd come home at night, not feeling so bright, or knowing which way to turn. Then, purely by chance, I met an old friend who smiled when I told him my tale. He said, "You're lucky you live where you do. Do as I did, old son. You can't foul." Well, he told me about this here R&RA, and I couldn't believe my ears. He said they've been going in London now, for a number of years. And now it's come to Essex. It's on your doorstep, old chum. Just give 'em a bell and they'll tell you what's what and the best way to help your old mum. So that's what I did, and I knew right away that I'd found a friend indeed. They helped with advice and knew all the ways to get mum all the help she would need. So at the end of the day I rest easy, now that mum's in a lovely new home, and should ever a problem raise its head, I've a friend at the end of the phone.